How did your first post-college job working in enterprise software sales inform your career?
So at Stanford, I got very interested in a couple of things. I'd always been interested in entrepreneurship. And being in Silicon Valley, you can't help but be consumed by entrepreneurship, and it's all over the valley, and the whole story is. And so as one of the histories that I did the history of technology in Silicon Valley. As part of that, I started realizing that there were two stories that were different in Silicon Valley. There was a story of venture capital and funding and big companies that IPO'd and made billions of dollars, and there were other companies that were bootstrapped. They went this other path. The founding company of Silicon Valley is called Hewlett-Packard, and it was a bootstrap. What does that mean? They started in their garage, and they didn't have resources, and somehow they failed 4 times before they succeeded. And they didn't have capital from investors that believed in what they were doing. So I started realizing that there were these two different, these very different stories. And I got to do papers on the early days of Sun Microsystems and Apple, and call people and talk to Andy Bechtolsheim from Sun Microsystems, say, tell me what happened, how did this thing go down, And these folks were great. They would just talk to you and tell you the stories. And so when I got out of school, I knew that I wanted to learn more. I wanted to eventually do my own thing. That was clear enough to me, and also intuitively I felt like this bootstrapping path was, I didn't understand all of it really. I understood it as a historical fact, but not in terms of its actual process. I didn't have a model for it. But I just knew intuitively that sounded like my thing, bootstrapping. Well, I got to Austin, and Joe Lemont and a bunch of people had started a company in Silicon Valley at Stanford, but they'd bootstrapped it. And he had dropped out of school, and the classic thing, and then moved the company to Austin. So that got me to Austin, and Joe, said one thing which he held very true and did, which was, he said, I'll teach you everything I know, so you can go start your own company. Wow. And so me and 50 other people from various schools around the country got to come to Austin and start doing just things that people wouldn't. The things he said was that I'd give you more responsibility than anyone in their right mind would give you. We were able to do really interesting things. Yeah. Just coming out of school, yeah. Work on multi-million-dollar deals, and this is enterprise software. So that bootstrap that living in one of those bootstrap environments was really one of the key things for me. Mm-hmm. The role of technology and how technology, creates these changes and can both for good and for bad, help companies along their way. All of that informed, my time there, and 5 years of really just working on technology and sales and business development. I got to just go around the whole company and do all the different pieces of the puzzle. Yeah. So, by the time I got out, I thought I had all the pieces, but I didn't quite. But it really gave me a really good start, and to understanding the bootstrap philosophy and mentality of doing business.